with, you know, not the huge counters that you're really having to face up into. So yeah, I don't think there is an easy response to like, what is Han going to do? Maybe he puts more points into the Breathe Fire just so that he can even secure
top lane.
any of these last hits.
Should have our first blood coming out. It's going to be the zombies that help secure. Very nice read from Winter in particular that he needed to beeline to his Undying's location because they did have a bit of a window there too. You feel like Winter's forced to go for like an Echo Saber build out of the monkey to kind of offset maybe some of the weaknesses we see from Supernova?
What, like just for a little bit more burst onto the Undying if you catch him out?
Mid lane, Han. They're about to hit the level 6 with the melee creep dying, so they'll have the Reaper's Scythe. That should be enough to get the kill onto the Dragonite, and importantly, it also gives the stack over to Phoenix.
Sure does. I mean, I was talking about the value
to continue to avoid the monkey, and well, apparently now he's strong enough to be able to get kills in against the monkey, so might see them get some revenge though. Irving did just hit level 6, so if they get some rotations, they could turn it back around. The Jingu stacks are there for Winter. It's a pretty good mischief dodge as well, but with Phoenix showing up, they'll cut away the life of Sheep, and now they're going to look for Chola as well with a kinetic field, enabling Undying to close the distance, so more and more kills will go the way of Bright.
Like this little play from Han in the mid lane though, just pulling the creep wave away, not making them meet, making sure that it's a lot of this experience. He should. Just wants to quickly finish this one up. Do you have anything else on the courier? No, not quite.
All right, let's see if they can blow him up.
Yeah, we'll see.
No, the DD expired, actually. I thought they still had it. Pretty good tombstone placement. A lot of TPs are coming out from Raid. In fact, every single member is going to look to get involved, even Heart on the Morphling. So they'll be able to catch up to hand thanks to the Primal Beast, and they'll even get the kill as a result of that as well. No Reaper Siphon available, unfortunately. But it will be Heart that claims the gold, so much needed little injection of economy given over to the Morphling.
Just don't want to lose the tower. That's basically it, right? You're playing a greedier draft.
No Chola.
Yeah, later on, and then you can... Nah.
Think of the stacks.
Gotta keep the threat, brother.
Okay. Is that worth the Lincoln's one spell?
If it's the only spell that they could use to proc it outside of Gush, then feels pretty value, right? You're never going to get caught by it.
So if they're going to be able to defend the tower, Static Storm. So the river's going to prove to be a pretty big issue here for the Dragonite as Phoenix has the Scythe back up. So another kill, another stack, and a Tombstone gold given over. They've been considering about looking for more, but they might just... Well, never mind, they do actually have Irving nearby to close the distance onto Chola. So another kill to add to the tally, and they should be able to get the tower as a result of this. So there is no opportunity for anyone to go down. So Irving, I mean, he's going to have a BKB very shortly as well. It's going to mitigate a lot of the damage, and well, Chen... Some trouble's going to be the Tide Hunter, but the Kraken Shell might be an issue. An early use of the Ravage will be able to drag him back into the Static Storm. And should be a death. And it's an unfortunate one, especially with an ultimate committed like that. The zombies are starting to be a bit of an issue for Bright. Undying's just going to be the sacrificial lamb, though, with a look at the clockwork. Helping out with the rest of the boys to reposition. But they can go back in, though. Heart, considering about showing up on the Morphling, there will be another glimpse, though, onto Han. It actually might be okay for Dire now. They're splitting up their damage early on, but with Phoenix, oh, look at the wraparound. Necrophos, as soon as you see this, man, you know there's going to be no turning it back around. They even got the replica to the Tombstone as well, so it's going to be an easy chase down with the zombies, continuing to slow Nova. Is a T2 going to stop them? You bet not. Even T tried to TP out as well for the Undying, so a little bit of extra gold being lost there.
Going to go away, which makes farming the Ancients a little bit more difficult. They're going to go for a smoke and response, though.
A choke point fight could be really the one hope for them to come out on top.
Good position.
But a great position from Irving. He's going to be able to scout this out, and he's the one to start the fight with an easy kill over to the Undying. And meanwhile, they've also caught the Monkey King out as well. Just Team Bright, too strong, and really that's off the back of Irving. Recognize maybe their weaknesses in a choke point.
Farming at the time.
I have a decent ward, but Radiant one even better that was able to scout out Supernova, starting to bring some of their forces down to bottom. And Irving's just a bait. And they're going to take the bait. Wukong's will get laid down. It's still a lot of damage early on. They won't be able to survive with the BKB still being on cooldown for a couple of seconds. Will cost him his life, but looks like the rebuttal is going to be there. Hookshot not even required, even though it hits Phoenix. Easily able to bring down with the Dragonite. It's a pretty good pushback, though, to enable the retreat. So the rest of Dire, gonna be cautious over the glimpse. It's up in a couple of seconds, Imitator. He's gonna be able to get the vision. They'll drop the ward, and just Chola would be glimpsed back. And we're gonna feed over a Tombstone as well.
All right. Not like they needed more money. They'll take it.
Yummy, yummy. Money, money.
Downside of just not pressuring enough in the early phase when you had a decently strong period before Necro got incredibly strong, before the Morphling really started to come online. There just isn't space for you and the Tide Hunter to continue to farm. And well, speaking of Tide, he's going to get caught out.
Yeah, should die inside the Static Storm. And now Irving's also been able to catch out Sheep as well up onto the high ground. You've got Han nearby. Another very cute usage of the Sharpshooter to help get some distance away. But it doesn't look like it's going to matter. They even get the glimpse onto another member as Han forced to pop a BKB defensively, but he was stuck in the cloak for a little bit of time. Winter's going to try and show up here. It's a pretty good Wukong's command. It'll get the kill into the clockwork, but it's just a support. Back to back for Supernova. Radiant still feels strong to take the fire.
I mean, Necro hasn't even been forced to use the BKB yet. That's how strong of a position he's in. Still top of the net worth, farming around the map completely freely, and still no nullifier being queued up here.
Run! Not speedy enough. Very nice smoke. I'm going to capitalize once again. Gives enough gold. Very actually close to the Scepter for Irving, which is... there's just so much to break this game. You got the Draken from the Tide, the Jingu from the Monkey, and then the Dragon's Blood from the Dragonite, as they're even getting more kills as well under a T2 tower.
Yeah, good ward, revealing that sort of positioning, you know, in an unorthodox spot. So you've got Break up against the DK, up against the Monkey King, and the Tide Hunter. Real value on all three heroes.
They're going to see Monkey as well. This Observer Ward still to play with. Irving, no hesitation, but they know the BKB's on cooldown here for the carry, so it's an easy kill onto Winter. And they're already spying up Chen as well. I don't think a T3 tower is going to act as a deterrent with the lead they have. And even the Dragonite's going to be in some trouble as well. But the break is out. He'll be able to pop a BKB and turn it back around, but really, they won't get anything into the smoke to defend the base. They don't even kill anyone out of it. Phoenix is a little bit alone at the moment. They'll probably just turn it back around and might be happy with taking the team fight, Phoenix. Okay, and there we go, Irving. Oh, it's a huge charge crashing on through the middle onto the Monkey King. There you go. And now they can turn their attention over to Han. There's going to be no escape here with the Skadi slow. He'll try and TP out, actually. It might be enough. Okay. Really nice read of the TP, but Chen will not be so fortunate.
So we've got a beyond godlike Necro and a godlike Morphling and a GG being called. We talked about these two teams being relatively even going into this series, but it was all going to come down to the draft if we were skewing one favor. And, you know, props to care about Lich or Disruptor at all if you build it up. To me, this is a bots, Spirit Vessel, BKB game for Han.
Oh, it's just also First Blood as well. They should be able to get the glimpse back into multiple heroes with all 5 nearby. That will be rewarded with First Blood for Team Bright once again.
The Troll's already doing it to her.
Eyes in the face of Irving, but I just like those little things where usually we see like the off lane is the one after the support drags where you get that experience behind the tower, but it's nice to see the change in particular for this matchup. Chola, oh my lord, might get blown up. Irving, another round of the chains. Pretty good position with the Tombstone. Thought it might be a great timing to be able to get rid of the tree, but it's not going to be the case, as it will be a 1-for-1. Oh.
Wave towards Irving, and he's going to be very happy about that. Yoink.
On the tower.
Courier going down very easily. Phoenix is having a great time in this mid lane as well. Built up a little bit of a net worth lead over the Coddle. Not going to get great value out of the Diabolic Edict, but they are able to actually get a kill onto the Rubik. This is what I was talking about. They were able to...
might be in trouble.
Yeah, they've still got Glimpse. Of course, it's huge trouble.
Uh-oh. Is that a good way to describe it?
But, well, he's got him. He's looking to maybe make a move up towards this top side, but the Observer Ward placed down previously is going to scout that one out. So, run into Han. Neither really has the kill threat just now until the Disruptor looks to join in as well.
Phoenix might be in some trouble with the pincer move bottom lane as well. We see Chen go down, but now over towards Phoenix. Doesn't have a lot of one charges, so he'll sheep as well. All right. Trying to go under the T2 tower. Heart should be okay, though.
I was a little surprised by that. I feel like if you're going to go in that deep, it's to just check out for a lot of these neutral camp stacks, which they didn't really have, but he just stuck around and tried to farm them despite not having the Disruptor there to be able to assist.
Can he get the mischief dodge? Was on cooldown anyway. And now Han is also going to be able to chase down the Lich, so... Alright, but the Coddle's doing Coddle stuff early on.
Downside is, he bought the Urn after both of those kills. So again, not building up some of those charges makes it, you know, not quite so great for being able to secure those kills. Still though, again, Coddle playing the game that Coddle needed to play to be able to break this one out. Up top as well. Just taking away some of the jungle too.
Bottom lane. Aggressive stampede from Chen. They're going to be onto the Monkey King. You see Chen looking to try and reposition, but Harp will still be able to find the Jingu stacks. Repairing some of the damage, but it's just Undying nearby. Even with a cute mischief, it's not going to be enough. Raiden continuing to kind of leave these two heroes on an island down bottom. They're looking to play their own game on the opposite side of the map, and well, that will heavily favor Han as he's continuing to add more kills to the tally. Ancient Sack, the hard camp is pretty goddamn big as well. I was like, boys, thank you very much, bottom lane, Harp. Oh, nice attempt with the Static Storm turnaround, but the Troll, he still activated the Battle Trance. He's not going to be able to win out of the man fight, though. Heart, he's okay. That's where the magic damage is able to come into play, though. Won't be able to worry too much about the Wukongs. Where's the last track? Not to be seen. So another kill for them to find. The Bloodstone is now getting delivered on Phoenix, but was just a little bit too far away to be able to connect with that big item.
And again, the thing is, Han walked down bottom just because of how fast he is when he pops that Spirit Form, that you're not able to get any damage into the tower. I really feel like this is a huge deal that mid tower is still standing 13 minutes into this game. Yes, you're farming, but well, maybe now without the Stampede, they're going to feel a whole lot more confident. It's just a matter of who are you going to get the pick off on.
Be on Sheep, it looks like. Meanwhile, Heart's also been able to look to get some revenge, reoccupying their own jungle, so very messy couple of minutes.
Everything's actually going to be distanced fairly well. You just want to have that extra couple of seconds of speed when you're moving through that mid lane where you don't have to worry about, oh, we can only go up.
And speaking of the Troll,
these stairs.
Look at this.
No battle trance.
Oh, they've got the creeps as well nearby to be able to get multiple bounces off the Chain Frost. Very nicely done. Han might be in some trouble afterwards, though. Han's going to try and run around, but he continues to run inside the Wukongs. So the Coddle's pretty low. Undying with another blast might get him, but that's the Coddle that finds his blast beforehand. Regardless, though, you love that trade, killing off the Troll, and so I was like, why not? I see some farm I can take away from the enemy team as well, so I'm not taking farm from my own boys.
Another Shawl as well. Give that over to the Coddle.
Who might be in some trouble. Oh, great jump in from Chen, though. He's able to get it imitated before the glimpse back, but still the Static Storm's going to be laid down. Hart wants to turn to the Centaur, but feels like he can't finish the kill without himself dying in the end, but it's not going to matter. Backs on up. Kind of forces Hart to overplay his hand, and as a result, I'll get a pretty nice kill onto the Coddle. Another death.
Take Roche, and you might even need to pop the Battle Trance to be able to do it. Do you really want to do that against all of the, like, potential of being tree danced onto? Probably not. So I would say keep right
on mid lane. Looking to try and dangle the Undying's life. He does get some spells off early on. Dire reacts fast enough to this, though. They're gearing up to try and defend the tower. Oh, great reaction out of the BKB from Irving and Chen. Oh, where'd he go? Just gets evaporated from all the spell damage. And now Bright, what are we considering here? Is this that?
Seconds, but you can't take any chances. I mean, they had the BKB backup, they had the Bloodstone backup on the Leshrac, so he would have been feeling very confident. I almost wonder if Phoenix, he's going the Boots of Travel next, but immediately after that he queues up the Blink. That's the item that I was really looking for, just to be able to, again, find those backlines, get the slows in onto you. Really wouldn't hate to see...
Irving's actually going to turn into Sheep next. Han might be okay, though, to take the team fight. I'm going to be cautious about the Chain Frost that bounces back a couple of times, but it's not enough to turn the team fight. They don't have the Monkey King, who has a TP, but wants nothing to do with this engagement, so it's all on Irving. We see the amount of damage that Timbersaw can really do, but just needed an extra member to get the finishing damage out. And no, in the end, Supernova get a couple of freebies. The smoke on Supernova.
Not even like Chola as they're going up onto the high ground. Yeah, here we go. Chola looks to use it. Looks to get a bit of vision himself first.
Mid lane, the jump on Heart. Can they blow him up before the PKP is going to be activated? Heart can turn with the Wukong's command, but you see Winter with all the fervor stacks. He should be able to come on top inside the man fight. Oh, Willie! Heart! Oh my lord, the Jingu health back is more than okay afterwards, and now the full all-out
little spots of vision. Maybe they can try and go for a huge wraparound, but they should be able to see this this Illuminate come through into the pit. So I think they know they're going for the wraparound. That's where all the pings are coming. So they move on forward.
What's going to expire?
Yeah.
Oh, what a stun! Onto 2. They're not going to be able to get the follow-up, though. The BKBs will be activated. They can look to position off the back of the Stampede. Winter now, he's still stuck inside the Wukong with a Frost Shield. There's nothing he can do to damage Harp. The Monkey's okay. They haven't been able to lock Han into place, though. And Phil came out a little bit too late there, so in the end, it should still be a favorable fight for Bright. As now Han, he turned to try and blast the wave, and instead his own life gets blasted away. Is now Bright can look to reap the rewards. That was a big fight around this second Roshan.
They're going to run into Irving.
That they will, but Irving's not an easy person for them to bring down. They're going to look to try and get the jump, but Irving reacts with the BKB, so he's going to be okay. Can help reposition over towards the rest of the team. Imitator's in a little bit of just trouble on the Disruptor before stuff to get him out. It's not enough. Han lands the damage. There's a 1-for-1 though in the end. Sheep's also going to go down to Leshrak's jump. Like, all right, peace. We want nothing to do that. Fine, you use that high ground's yours. That's okay. We've got no ward. We don't need to stay there.
Rosh is up though. He popped Flesh Golem, so they're going to have a lot of damage very quickly here.
And they scout it. Hey, we've got to be cautious. This is Scepter and Imitator.
Oh, they found him.
No hesitation with the use of the BKB. Chen's going to be able to bring up the Disruptor as well. Now Lesh is in trouble. Finally, a good fight's going to go the way of Supernova, but that's just the start as Radiant. They can turn it back around. The Chain Frost doing all the work they would need is now Bright. They're on the ones that are hunting down Supernova. Chola.
Yeah, with
they're
Kong's Aegis, why not? As soon as these respawns start to come, expect to see Heart layer it out.
Might just Wukong's and deal with the Tombstone. Heart's gonna pop a BKB, gets the Wukong's out before there's any way to control him. And now Troll, I'm gonna succumb to his own death with an ultimate committed. There's just nothing he can do. And this is the big thing with the hero at the moment. Feels like one of the weaker carries, and the Monkey King he's got the boys to back him up. They're going to make an attempt out of it, though. The Disruptor will go down, but they've caught out the main damage source. With the Coddle gone, he's got a buyback, but the G's are going to get dropped. And Team Bright, they'll be able to make amends from that previous series loss versus Piggy Killer. That's a big win for them.
They will indeed, and it's a pretty clean 2-0.